Hello, everybody. Before we get started, as always, I want to give a shout out to the lovely music we've been listening to during pre-stream here. This is The Heist, provided by Slipstream. You can find the information in the lower left-hand corner. Thank you to Slipstream and everybody like them who makes either free-to-use or low-cost assets for us streamers so we can have better streams. Thank you very much. Hey, everybody, it's been a while. How you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever it is in your part of the world. I am Deuscain, your variety tape streamer for the night, and tonight we will be jumping back into Persona 5 Royal, a very famous JRPG that we've been chipping away at for the past few months. Oh, we are near the end, I think. We are at the 6th palace. We've basically finished the palace, but the game is telling us don't go do the fight. Wait a little bit to do the fight and do other things first. So I'm doing other things first. And that's where we left off for a week that had a collab on Monday and then a ton of Monster Hunter over that weekend. And then I took my once a quarter week off at the beginning of March, and then the following week my new PC arrived, and we are streaming on that, so hopefully things are set up properly. Looks like my audio isn't quite where I want it to be, though. Let me fiddle with something here quick. Nope, not that one. It's got a compressor and noise suppression on it, so I don't know. But anyway, we're going to jump in a little bit. We're going to do a little bit of chatting first, as is my want. It's a good opportunity to practice chatting, which is a good streamer skill. But hey, everybody, how are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good Monday. Mine was frustrating. Had a bunch of crap at work that just was not simple and was not easy and was other people broke stuff. And it's like, oh, please, Deus, fix it. And I'm like, yeah. So, didn't go very well. Which is a shame, because I had a couple of really good weeks at work in early March, and then this one is just like, ugh. I feel like I got hit over the face with a brick. So, long day. But new PC is, I will say, working out great. New PC can handle Monster Hunter like a dream. It is definitely causing a lot fewer Monster Hunter issues than the last one was, and I can actually play it on high quality for the settings, which has been fantastic. Second here. I'll write something down here while I'm still thinking about it. But yeah, the new PC's working out great for any kind of gaming stuff. I might buy some new RAM next month, because that is one component that I didn't buy the top of the line choice right off the bat, because I'm like, I can get the cheapest one they have here, which says it comes with a free upgrade to something, or I can pay $300 for the parts that I actually want. And then I found those exact same parts on Amazon for $160, $170, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not getting them yet. We'll get the computer in and we'll see what it's like. And it seems to be doing good. But yeah, I actually got a special type of case. I think it's a Height, HYTE, the Y70. I think it's Touch Infinite, which is basically a case that has a little touch screen on. Instead of being a standard rectangular case, it has a corner shaved off, and it has a touch screen there. The rest of the case is see-through. It's very big. It's very roomy. There's a ton of space and airflow. The graphics card is actually kind of up on its side, rather than flush against another surface. So it really has a lot of space and room, and is like has an opportunity to like be cool rather than, because it's kind of the thing with graphics cards on a lot of modern systems is like they put them facing down and then they put something underneath them so that things don't just prop off and break the motherboard, but then you're like putting that stuff directly onto the graphics card's like coolant area. So you need to kind of be smart with that, otherwise the thing will cook itself. And I'm wondering maybe if that's what happened with my last device. If the graphics card was just used a little too hard for a little too long and then went bye-bye. Because that would explain some of the issues. But hard to say for certain. Still functional, but it had a lot of issues. But yeah, overall, new system is working out great. And I've got the touchscreen panel set up with date and time, weather, as well as a section for like PC specs, so I can actually see how much without like bringing up Task Manager or anything like that. I can look in PC specs and see like, okay, how much of my graphics card am I using up? How much of my memory am I using up? How much of my CPU am I using up? So I get a whole lot of information just basically at a glance. And my personal favorite thing is there's actually a section for like emotes, the standard emote emoji like setup with smiley faces and stuff. I actually have it here on this so that on PC I can tap that. I can find the right one that I want. I can't do a search, but I can, like if I find one of the ones near the top, I can tap it, and basically it just copies it immediately into the clipboard so I can use it in things on my desktop computer. And while most sites will give you something that kind of allows you to do that, the ability to do it just from the touchscreen is kind of nice. But mostly I think I got it for a shiny, pretty toy, but also the like PC specs. I wanted to get a little bit better look at that. But in addition to that, I have been playing some Monster Hunter off stream. I did not do all of that on stream. But I am now Hunter rank like 100 something. I forget exactly what the number is, but I am over 100. I have definitely like blown through whatever restrictions are going to be on the next batch of content that comes out. We might do that on stream if it's a streaming night. It really depends on like how everything lines up. But I've been keeping up with it. I will say I'm feeling a little burned out on it already, even though it's only been out for like a couple weeks. So I might take it a little bit more casually, but I was playing last night with some friends and that was fun because it's really just like we're all just grinding for gear. There's nothing really interesting left to do. The high rank questing, once you beat low rank, which is a very good low rank, but the high rank questing is just kind of an afterthought and it's fairly disappointing. It's not very engaging. So they did a lot of things right in low rank, but high rank just feels very lackluster. But aside from that, I don't know if there's any other games I've been really playing a lot of lately. Kind of hard to tell in Steam because oh my goodness. Oh. I had to reinstall everything. I did get a couple of new games recently, though. Let's see. Is this what I think? No. So I got... What is this one? How would I describe this? Point-and-click pixel graphic horror game called The Last Door. Something ancient and evil is stirring in Victorian England. Only you can stop it. Journey to the brink of madness and beyond as you step forth alone into the dark. The visual style of that really reminds me of like Dark Side Detective, but just it seems like darker and more noir. I got something called Maiden and Spell, which seems like there's a couple games out by that particular creator, and I actually used to follow their art online, so it's kind of nice to see their stuff again. I did get Needy Streamer Overload. Wanted to get that and try it out. I got something called robotherapy, which I guess robots like took over the world and killed off all the humans and are like, oh, that didn't make me happy? Well, fuck, I guess I'll have to go to robot therapy. Renfield, Bring Your Own Blood, which is basically a Vampire Survivors clone, but it was like dirt cheap. And one game off stream for myself. And it was all like really cheap stuff. It was like $20 total for the entire order. There aren't a lot of games out there at the moment that I'm super interested in. Expedition 33 that's coming out next month is probably the next big one I'm interested in. And I'm hoping we get Persona 5 done by then. I'm going to be doing at least 2 Persona streams a week until then, as a means of trying to like prep and get ready for it, because Expedition 33 I think is going to be a big one. But aside from that, we are also starting Blasphemous on Friday, because a friend of mine really wanted me to pick up and play Blasphemous. And you know what? I decided when I came back from my break, since I didn't have a second game to rely upon, that I would do that. I should grab her info here to give her a shout out. Yeah, Yuki. She's playing Ender Magnolia. So. Oh. Goodness. As soon as I sit down for stream, I start yawning again. Things have not changed a bit. Oh my goodness. But no. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Relax, we're gonna have some fun with the game. And yeah, I don't know how close we are to plot, because I was trying to like figure this out before streams tonight and like figure out what I'm supposed to do for like my stream title, but I think I have about 10 days left. But with all of the social link stuff I'm doing, like I'm maxed out for my stats. I don't need money. Unless I get a quest, I'm not going to go into mementos. So it's really just like social links with characters, but like everybody that I care about is done, and I'm like kind of slowly working on side characters. And then like I'm also playing darts. Like that's the extent of what I'm doing. So there isn't a whole lot to do in game, but what I have to do is a little bit time intensive. So we'll give it a shot. We'll see how far we get. Like I said, we're pretty close to the point in November that's relevant. I think it's November. I think the cutoff date is November 20th, and we have to send the calling card by the day before. So that is what I'm remembering the game telling me. But we'll see. Either way, gonna have a nice relaxing night playing some Persona for the first time in a while. And then, yeah, new game on Friday. And then next one we're probably going to be starting after that. I don't think I can put it off any longer. It's going to be Citizen Sleeper 2. That game came out in, I mean, aside from Expedition 33, but Citizen Sleeper 2 came out in January. I really like the first game. I don't think it'll be too long. Like the first game was 3 streams. Citizen Sleeper 2, I imagine, might be a little bit more. Let me actually check. Main objective is 9.5 hours in length, so 3 streams, 4 at most. Average person playing the main story takes 8.5 hours to beat the game. Yeah, that's 2 hours more than the first game. So yeah. So yeah, that should be good. A little bit of time there, but we are really going to be, like I said, be trying to push for finishing Persona by Expedition 33. But I think I also did the requirements to unlock the 3rd semester, which I know I've heard of and is something new that got added in Royal, but I know nothing about it. So we'll see how that goes. And then, yeah. But aside from that, I don't believe I have anything else in the docket coming down the line. Like I said, it really is just Citizen Sleeper and yeah, 'cause it was Persona, Wilds, Citizen Sleeper 2, and Blasphemous. So, also, I had gotten a little bit behind in video production. I was putting out VODs fairly regularly. I got some shorts made by somebody for February. I was reaching out to 2 other editors to get some more shorts done, but unfortunately, both of them did not work out. Both of them, I had to let them go because of delays in response. Like, I think in both instances, like I reached out to them for an update or sent them a response, and I didn't hear anything for like a week and a half. And that's looking for a long-term editor that's not really fast enough for it to be serviceable for me. So I kind of had to let them go. Which, because I didn't really work with them, their names aren't going to be out here. I might go back to the last editor I had for some stuff, but I did recently just order a little bit of new art. Nothing too crazy, but hopefully that stuff comes in. And we are going to have more art coming the rest of this month on Thursdays. Thursdays are art days. So be sure to check out my socials. You will see all the art posting there. You can also check my Discord. All of the art is actually posted there early. So that Discord server gets to see it long before anybody else does. Usually almost as fast as I get it. I think there's occasionally an instance where social media sees it before the Discord, but that's extremely rare and is usually the result of me being very eepy and just doing things out of order. But, yeah. Aside from that, yeah, really haven't gone anywhere or done anything too crazy in the past few weeks. Been eating out or ordering food a lot, which I shouldn't be doing after Monster Hunter, because, like, Lord knows I spent a bunch of money on food then, but I don't know. I've just been feeling bleh. It's been a 2025 so far. And hopefully things will turn around and be a little bit more sunshiny for me. I'd like and appreciate that, but we'll see how that works out. But good news is I am cooking a little bit this week. I made my usual beef and bean quesadillas on Sunday night. Something quick and easy to make before the end of the night, and also just that gives me something easy for stream nights, so that's what I had tonight. And then I'm going to be making some Japanese-style curry tomorrow. Occasionally I'll share photos of that, like the Discord and other places, but yeah. So I'll have leftover curry this week, plus the beef and bean quesadillas, and that'll be pretty good. Though I do need to go to the store pretty soon and like actually get wraps for the quesadillas, because I don't have wraps. I don't have wraps at all. I used the last of my wraps tonight, I think, for dinner, so... Aside from that, I think that might actually be about it for now. So, let me get the game booted up. You know what? Let's make sure this works. We're gonna jump to the game screen with the Persona character, because it's been a little while since that guy got to shine. So let's jump over there and we'll load up the game. Alright, so he is there. That's good. And my overlays are actually loading properly, which is nice. Oh, wait, no, I was wrong. He is messed up in a way. Ah, yes, the game does not like having stuff done with it. There we go. It had to be full screen. That's so silly that program will, like, not capture... will capture in the screen size as well. So, all right. Thieves Guild? Sure. Let me know what other people did. Sometimes they give me good answers. Yeah. 111. Oh, not 111. 1111. People watching. So these two don't have anything leveled up yet. Out of the two of them, Haru's probably the one I care the most about. And we have 9 days left until the end of the investigation. So we're preparing for the 19th. So Haru's there, Yusuke is there, Ann is there, but I got Takemi maxed, Ann is maxed. And those are the only people. Yeah, let's go to Haru, because I like using her in the party. There she is, the Empress. I think she's pretty early on. I don't think she has too much yet. What are your thoughts on the flower bed? Once planted vegetables were ready for harvest in a few days, the number of days needed will grow depending on the species. Check bond. So she's literally bond level 1. So, okay. You're quite skilled. Soil here would be so healthy if you were here more often. I mean, it looks like mulch, honestly. I'm surprised my gardening can be of use to our work as the Phantom Thieves. Started just as a hobby, it's amazing to see it transformed into a more practical skill. Beyond this, I've actually begun raising plants on my own home. Coffee beans. Ooh. You like coffee, huh? I'm more of a tea person. Let's make sure I have 10 varieties on hand for my morning and afternoon tea. I recently discovered the joy in the taste and aroma of coffee. I used to think it purely bitter. Now I understand the depth of its flavor. To tell the truth, I wasn't even able to drink it before. Pardon me, I was thinking back on the past. Can I share with you again? I can't bring myself to trust any of the employees at Okamura Foods. As long as I can remember, the company's been run by my father. Being liked by him was always very important. Some employees would even come to ingratiate themselves to me. But since his passing, things have gotten unruly. Most definitely, people have started trying to use my influence as majority shareholder to oust other employees. They say they come to me out of respect, but I know they really just want to use me. I've heard so many rumors. The worst ones are about Takakura-san, the new president. They say he was thrilled to hear my father's passed. There may be truth to that, though. He's been with the company for years, but is only started being nice to me recently. He even offered to assist me with asset management. I fear he has an ulterior motive, though. Yeah, that sounds suspicious. Yes, but I can't help but wonder about him. He even went so far as to recommend I sell my shares the other day. He said I could make a fortune, but I realized that if I did that, he would be able to strike the Okamura name completely. He must be scheming to take the company for himself. At least, it's possible. Yeah, I mean, it's a complex issue. Indeed it is. None of the advice I've gotten so far has been helpful either. Everyone only speaks out of their own self-interest. Thank you for today, though. I feel a little bit better after talking about this with you. Oh, and don't worry, I'll make sure I keep myself motivated even through these difficult times. I can feel her trust in me. Level up. I'm going to stay here a little longer to check the drainage. Need to make sure these vegetables turn out as good as possible for the Phantom Thieves. Sorry, I wanted to ask you something. It's not terribly important, but what vegetables do you like to tend the most? Might as well grow things that everybody likes eating. Does she like any of those? We'll say carrots. Quite a few seedlings for that. I can grow a few. Carrots are great since they go with anything and add a touch of color. They're nice in curry, too. I know. I use carrots in my curry. Thanks for sharing your preference. I'll try my best to grow them. I hope you'll be able to keep helping me. Good night for now. It's one of the nice things about this game is like, yeah, you're going on dates with people and they're just purely like, yo, hey, you got home? Nice. Glad you got there. Nice words to you. Like, it's very sweet. Are the Phantom Thieves innocent? Deleted by admin, deleted by admin, deleted by admin. They're guilty. This place went to shit. Enough is enough. The admin and accomplice. I'll always call Kawakami and have myself a date night. Or do Oya. Yeah, I want maid date night. Oh, we're just talking? We're not going anywhere special? No time talking about random things. Oh, let's give her the silver bangle. I think she liked that one. Yeah, she liked that. I feel like I touched her heart a little bit. Obtained award benefactor. Whatever that is or means. Oh. Fan site went down. Hello, Anne. Sending the calling card on the 18th, so we have less than a week now. Getting nervous. Know how you feel. This time it's different than usual, having a set date to send the calling card and all. This mission will determine our fate. We have to succeed no matter what. Do you like hearing your own voice? Have you ever heard a recording? Were you surprised? That's because when you hear your voice normally, you hear it through your bones. Not wrong. Your voice you hear in recording that makes you feel uncomfortable is unmistakably your own voice. Now then, VTuber-kun. Has hearing someone's voice over the phone ever felt strange to you? You know, my voices sound different over the phones. And I would guess synthetic. Heading answers to the questions here. What is the date? 11/11? That's not on the questionnaire list. Remember the Thieves' Cant one? A sword. It's missing the character for Crow. Huh. This is different. Is it because it's synthetic? Correct. I'm surprised you knew the answer. It's synthetic. It's practically not even their own voice anymore. Transmit data. Cell phones use a certain way of encoding your voice into digital information. And when your phone has to use that data to resemble the voice, it can only do so much. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what happens. You think you'd be able to tell if you were hearing a computer talking? As long as the tone and intonation match, the listener's brain fills in any other differences. Most of our communications is based on assumptions. Yeah, my voice just sounds like meows to people who don't know me. These assumptions are dangerous. Also, this game's like, I think the base game's like 10 years old now. So like tech has improved a lot since then. 6 days left, so... Kid training, Futaba, Ryuji. Chariot is 8, so I need 2 more for him. I think Akechi is done, though. Chariot can max out soon. Empress and Emperor are doing very badly. Second Awakening from Morgana. Chance to swap current party with backups when 2 or more people are KO'd. Emergency shift is decent. What is Futaba's last one? Our max has Final Guard, Second Awakening for Mythological Trickster. Yeah, hers is mostly done. Ryuji's, I think, is mostly done. I'm honestly closer to finishing Ryuji's off, though. And I'm not going to do the kids. What's the thing I want to talk to you about? Got to do with the track team. Mind hearing me out? My bond will grow stronger soon. So he's going to 9. Feeling hungry? Let's get some Monya while we talk. It's on me. I'm stuffed. That was pretty good. This one's on me though. Don't expect it to happen too often. Wait, where's my wallet? Eh, whatever. By the way, I got a text from Takeishi. He said track team's going to try and ditch Yamachi. They're going to start practicing without him. They're trying to get back their old coach back too, the one from before Kamoshida. Looks like they're finally walking their own path. You satisfied now? Yeah, I guess so. Oh yeah, they asked me to come back to the team. Don't do it is the correct answer. Interesting. Dude, I wasn't gonna. I felt kind of bad, but that's not where I belong now. When you first came to Shujin, people were talking so much shit about you, but you took it in stride. You just did whatever you thought was cool and didn't care what other people said about you. I think that's why people kind of get pulled towards you. Whatever you decide to be, that's where you belong. Yeah, you're right. God, you're so freaking cool. You know, back before I met you, I kept making excuses for why I couldn't fit in. It was always because of someone else. Kamoshida, the track team, hell, I even blamed my dad. Such a freaking loser. I realize now, as long as I'm being myself, I'll always have somewhere I can fit in. It ain't really the same place as before, but it's damn good. I'm just glad I found it. Yeah, I agree. Don't worry, man, there's a place here for you too. Right next to me, or maybe ahead, something like that. My bond has improved. He'll save my life. I ain't gonna stop training though, I've still got a long way to go. Someday I'm gonna show you speed so lightning fast you're not even gonna be able to see me. But if you can't see me, how am I gonna show you anything though? Eh, whatever. We've been talking too long, we're all out of manja. Wanna try grilling some toothpicks? Yeah, get this. I got a call from Nakalka and them earlier telling me the track team's officially going to be restored. They're keeping him as an advisor for now, but that's cool. It sounds like they got him under control. Yeah, congratulations. Thanks, man. I gotta pay you back. You can get some ramen on me. And top it off with some seafood soup. A toast to the success of the new track team. We can let the track team handle the rest of their problems. They gotta do the running from now on. I'm not gonna let my guard down now. I ain't gonna lose to them. Gonna go for another run. Keep on bonking. Decide later. Kawakami. Iwai. Hifumi. Can I actually go on a date with Kawakami somewhere? Go to the house. No date, just hang out. Bath of Roses? No, she liked it. One week remaining. We got that to have the treasure. There's that, but how much longer? Oh yeah, because we're disbanding the Phantom Thieves when we're done with this one. And I mentioned it's quite the odd feeling. I think I avoid anything of that until the time comes. Did you remember? Yeah, I did. And rare and unusual items through shady commodities. Purchase will be delivered in a few days. You can order one package at a time. Spirit Sense Mirror. Frightens those who see it. Curse damage, fire damage, wind damage, ice damage, electric. Sure, why not? Takemi and Futaba, Deuscain, Makoto's there. Yeah, so I can do Futaba now, since she's right out here. I want to talk to you about something. 7 going on 8. Going to my room. I emailed Kana. She replied. Ended up talking on the phone about elementary school. So the only reason she got mad about me was her diary was because she was embarrassed. Apparently she thought I would hate her if I knew her secrets, so she ran away. Because me and her are pretty much the same after all. Long story short, we made up. I finally apologized to her. Yeah, that's good. Pretty awesome, huh? Maybe I should have had a separate promise on my list for that. Anyway, it's too far to actually visit each other, so we've been sending emails back and forth. Made a promise recently to both go to the same high school next year. There's no way I would have been able to call her and apologize before. Because of you, I could do it. Yeah, you worked really hard too, kiddo. It's embarrassing to hear you actually say it, though. Almost forgot. Kana was really surprised the Phantom Thieves listened to her request. She'll never know the truth of the matter, though. Glad I finished that promise. Get along with Kana-chan. This is really important, so I'm going to say it again. Thank you. The second, I never even said it the first time. I'll have to say it again now. Thank you. Is it okay if I ask you for a favor real quick? I mean, I finished a super old promise. So, can you pat me on the head? Mom used to do it when she was happy with me. Just pat, pat, pat. Yeah, fine by me. That's totally different from how Mom used to do it. Yeah, I would pat your head differently than your mother used to. I hurt my face. It feels like they're on fire. Calm down, Futaba. Yeah, you have more than a little bit of a crush on him. Looks like that strange outburst is finally over. My heart's still beating real hard, but I'm totally good now. Sorry for making you wait. I just remembered I still have one more promise to do. Be okay without you around. Is that really possible? I'll find out some other day. Walked her home, and she emailed me on the way back. Thanks for listening to what I had to say. Having a lot of fun talking with Kana. Talk all the time. We tell each other what we're doing, what our days are like. Said she cried when I reached out to her, and I heard that. I kind of cried a little too. I'm now getting along with Kana. I'm so glad I cleared that goal. Yeah. Congratulations. Only possible because you helped me out, though. Seriously. I just have one more goal to clear. It's like I'm about to face the final boss. Once I beat that, it's game over. Credits roll. I hope you'll stick around until then. Later. Haru wants to go to the movies. Interesting. Looks like the faith is mostly done. Provides a preview of all abilities for a confidant of your choice, which is not really relevant at this point anymore. Let's go to the temple. They're closed. Is there a guy who sells incense? No, those are pork buns. The incense vendor's over this way, though. I guess I can't use those. Darts and billiards. Alright. Can do Haru and Akechi or Anne. Haru's probably the best choice. And should get 2 other people? Okay, Anne and Haru. Great. Going for 501. And this was AIM. Let's see here. So anywhere in the bullseye. Yes. Half trick, low ton. Three. Triple 16, triple 13. All right. Oh, Loton is still good. Triple 7. Okay. You bastard, hydrate! Hey, Pickles. Yeah, I'll have some water. Thank you. Good to see you again. Final round. I'm so nervous. But how you been? It's been a couple weeks. Mostly my fault. And by mostly, I mean entirely. Let's see. There we are. Okay, so she's maxed. And is it 2? Yeah, let's play darts with Anne. Been pretty average? That's fair. Hopefully the weather's getting better for you out there. Were you caught up in that, like, big line of storms that blew across the U.S.? Was it over the weekend? Wasn't too bad where I was at, but... And we had some really bad lightning last night. There you go. 3 in the black, low-ton hat trick. I heard about a storm, but you slept through it. That's fair. Because, yeah, it was, like, really, really lightning around my area. But, yeah, further south than me, there was, like, worries about tornadoes and stuff. But I was a little bit too far north. I just got, like, some bad lightning. I don't even honestly think I lost power at any point. Again, low ton hat trick. Ah, congrats on the Pokemon too, Pickles. You got this, Anne. 50. She's leaving it for me, that's fine. Alright, there we go. Also, looks like an ad break should be starting any minute now. Oh, somebody got caught. Level up Fran. Alright, looks like the ad break started, so I'm going to actually try a new thing I worked on for my Steam Deck and put us an ad break, hopefully with the touch of a single button. But be back in a few minutes, folks. Alright, everybody, we are back. Let's hop back in. So not quite perfect, but basically made a multi-action on my Stream Deck that should both trigger an ad break, which this one already started a little bit early, so it's fine. But it'll mute me and then put me in the Be Right Back screen all from the touch of a single button. And that seems to be working, so nice. But yeah, we just finished playing darts with Anne and Haru, and they both should be maxed out, so. Aside from the precise throwing, you've grown somewhat. I need none of these stats. All the girls are happier. Do we want to read something while we wait? Don't have anything to read. I guess I'll read the book about my lady. Mysterious Milady's achievements were quite numerous. Her skills were amazing, but I can't help but feel shocked about how brazen she was. Got time to read, go a little bit further. She changed her name sometimes, always keeping her true identity in the dark. And that doesn't give us much to work on at all. Because there are many ways to trick people, so many secret techniques and maneuvers. You'll learn more proficiency, you'll get by smoothly in this world. Guess I'll need to go by the library at the end of school. Good sleeping over there, you look like a bunch of dead fish. Was that your phone? A video game? Always wake up at sunrise on the other hand. Kids these days. VTuber, are you awake? Look at this map. You know that you can see the sunrise earliest at the top of Mount Fuji, right? You know why that is? The high altitude? That's right. The more east and south you go, the earlier the sun rises. However, what affects it the most is altitude. So, excluding the outlying islands, the sun rises earliest at Mount Fuji. VTuber-kun seems kind of smart. Not really. It's a big, tall mountain. You're just higher up. It's not... Out of all the questions they asked, that's probably like the easiest one. That said, who knows where dawn will ever come for this country? Government and police are completely incompetent. Those phantom thieves need to be caught before anything else. Yeah, we ain't putting up with his shit. Yeah. 4 days left for the calling card. Got Yusuke. Hopefully we have more than just Yusuke. I don't really want to talk with Yusuke. We got Haru, Yusuke, Takemi. Alright. Oh, almost forgot. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you. You as well, Pickles. Good to see you. Yeah, let's hang out with Haru again. Alright, let me bring up her information again. There's the Empress, so she's 2 going on 3. Soil is a mysterious thing. With its gentle care, even a tiny seed can awaken, spread its roots, and grow up towards the sun. It's almost like a mother. Perhaps that aspect is why I find this place so comforting. Whatever happened to your mom? She's not a part of your life anymore. You know, the only reason I started taking care of the plant was because one of my teachers asked me. I was hesitant at first, but I liked it so much I kept them long past the original request. Started mixing my own fertilizers, adjusting soil ratios. Now I raise these plants in complete secret. But I'm worried what the school might do if they found out about this. It'll be okay, I promise, yeah. In that case, we'd be partners in crime. Honestly, I really enjoyed the time we spent together. It's so different from how I feel when I'm around him. I mean my fiancé. It reminds me though, I wanted to ask your advice about him. The whole arrangement began when my father first introduced us around the winter of my second year in high school. I was told we'd be meeting his friend for dinner, but then he said that friend was to be my fiancé. I was surprised. I suppose I'd always known I would someday be married off for political gain, so I accepted, and that was the start of our relationship. But no relationship stuff happened, just to be clear. Anyway, I was never exactly fond of him to begin with, but now he's grown far worse. Recently, he's begun suggesting we go on an early honeymoon together to celebrate our coming marriage. I can't even stand to look at him, though, let alone spend any actual prolonged time together. So, what can I say to decline his offer? I don't want to go with you. Alright, I suppose it would be best to simply be clear about it. As you know, my father passed away before he could fulfill his promise to rescind the marriage proposal. So any conversations about putting the halt on the marriage will have to come from me. To tell the truth, I've already mentioned it to my fiancé. But he refused to listen to a single word I have to say. I guess we're going to Mementos to fix him up. Apparently he's even telling the employees at Okamura Foods about the contract he made with my father, how the company will have to pay extreme reparations if it gets called off for any reason. I just don't know how to handle this. Can I postpone while I'm still in high school? But after that... Thinking about it, it seems like my father's death has turned out to be quite favorable for my fiancé. After all, he's now engaged in the majority shareholder of a massive company. In the end, all he really cares about is his own personal gain. We should change his heart. But that's not what a relationship is built on. It should be something more. Something like a love so intense that just seeing the other person makes your chest tighten up. Have you ever experienced that? Yeah, we'll say too many times to count. All of them work. Really? I guess it makes some sense for someone as handsome as you. But there's no spark like that with my fiancé. Spending time with him is almost some kind of training. Any hardship I go through now will surely help the Phantom Thieves eventually. I'll get through this. Sense an earnest resolve through her. She has to perform a follow-up attack if Joker's attack does not down an enemy. It's getting late, I should get back to my gardening. I think I'll be staying here a little while longer. Sorry for the sudden call. You remember when we talked about my fiancé? He won't stop asking me to spend the weekend with him. My excuse was that my friend was calling me, so here I am away from him. Smart response. Never anything like that before, my heart was pounding. I'm getting more and more persistent at this rate. I don't know how long I can play along. Oops, didn't quite get it, Pickles. Hearing your voice calmed me down a bit. Thanks for listening. I'll let you go for now. See you later. Any newsworthy articles? We got a Fumi. Oh yeah. Dojiro. Make curry. Hey, another catch, Pickles. Nice. Leftover curry ingredients. We're gonna make some curry. Cardamom is one of the primary spices used to make curry. It has a refreshing aroma, sharp heat, and slight bitterness. It's more commonly used to freshen up bad breath. Cardamom is also known to aid digestion and burn body fat. And that number keeps going lower and lower. There haven't been many reruns of historical dramas recently. I wonder if the Phantom Thieves had a hand in that. Many of those shows had to have noble thieves and shady people. Given the current trend, it may seem as insensitive. Nezumi Kozo was one of the gentleman thieves of the Edo period. According to one theory, he stole over 1 billion yen, making him the most wanted man of the era. Now then, VTuber. He was to be pardoned through the city and punished in a very particular... paraded through the city and punished in a particular way. How is he punished? Probably his head put on display. This is feudal Japan. There's the thing about the phone. Yeah, his head was put on display. One of the most severe punishment of the Edo period, in fact. Right before his execution, they did something to his appearance. They put light makeup and lipstick on him and made him wear a beautiful kimono. The parading around town of a well-known criminal was a sort of performance back in the day. Citizens would have been satisfied if he looked shabby. It's an odd bit of thing of lore you're supposed to know. I wonder what will happen if Phantom Thieves get arrested. These days, it won't just be their heads that'll be put on display. After school on the 15th. Okay, I can max Ryuji or level up Haru one more time. And then there's Shinya. Yeah, and Anne's leveled up from... What was her old one? The Goddess of Crossroads, Ghost, and Witchcraft. Tended by dogs. Also known to be the chief of the witches that appears in Macbeth. But yeah, that's Anne's evolved one. And that's Makoto's evolved one. And that's Milady. Increase allies' physical attacks by 40%. I didn't even realize it had that. Increases the effect of allies' healing spells. Ooh, nice. How's the romance? What have I missed? Well, we're still going on dates with Kawakami. But unfortunately, nothing like fancy happening. Like, they're all boring, normal romance dates. Like, she just comes over to the house and talks with us. Ryuji is 9. True romance? I don't remember what I said about anything. I will choose to say nothing. But nah. He's asked to return to the track team, declared he belongs with us. Perfect way to refill after some training. By the way, track team's up and running again. He got taken down pretty quick. Takeshi's mom is the PTA president, so he told her everything. After that, she came storming in with the other parents and forbid the whole scouting plan. Wish I could have seen the look on Yamauchi's face. I mean, the school can't ignore the PTA. As a result, the track team's back. Our old coach is filling in. Serves that dick right. What a great feeling. I feel they might even go far in the meet. Yeah, good for them. Ramen's gonna get soggy. Let's eat. Tell the truth, I was scared of facing those guys straight up. I couldn't stand how much they hated me. It would only made me think of how stupid I was. Most of all, it made me remember how I lost my place with them. This ain't like me, but I managed to change because you were here helping me. But I got you all wrapped up in this, and you stay with me to the bitter end. You didn't abandon me, so thank you. Welcome, Ryuji. It's funny, huh? This started out as us training for the Phantom Thieves. How did it end up like this? Either way, it's my turn now. If anything comes up, you tell me. I'll help you, whatever you need. Blood oath time. I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened the ultimate secret of the chariot, granting thee infinite power. Alright, new ability. Mythological Trickster. You can now infuse Chiyu, the most powerful persona of the Chariot Arcana. Sun Wukong? Seiten Taisei. Yeah, that's Sun Wukong, though. I have to get that off my chest. Let's do this. Just at the Phantom Thieves, counting on you, leader, and you can count on me too. Oh god, he just ate and he wants us to run to the station. All skill slots are full. Do you want a slot of skill? I mean, he's weak to wind, so... Alright, yeah, the Invade wind. So we got Sojro's in there. Got Chaya. Fortune teller. Alright, so she can level up again. But again, I don't much care about any of these. 15th. So what's the benefit of going to the gym versus doing it at home? Let's take some protein. Running pretty fast, be careful. You'll get tired out if you don't pace yourself well. Max health increased by 3, SP increased by 2. Double the results. Oh my goodness. I tripped and ate shit. Waiting for you, you know what I'm getting at. We're sending the calling card on the 18th. And to carry out the plan the next day. You're ready, right? Been ready, yeah. Reliable, but don't forget one thing. Let's have no regrets. So a do or die situation, we don't have the option to fail. Summary of the previous lesson. Ah, Kawakami's getting me some extra time. Battle items. Freeze spray. What else I got? I don't have enough liquid mercury for more of those. Freeze spray. Oh, because those are the yeah. Okay, yeah. Then I know what those are. Stun cannons. Or stun cannons. Stun guns. All right. So Kawakami's feint worked. 2 calling cards. Haru's almost certainly not on the roof. Futaba hopefully isn't outside. I would like to return a book. I'd like to borrow a book. Dressed in Ashes. Robin Hood. Oh, Dressed in Ashes is probably the Redhead's book. Kazumi. Ryuji and Takami. Temple time. It's unbelievably quiet here considering it's only one wall away from the shopping district. Dark spots on the wood floor, they look like shadows. Morgana's voice is slowly getting further away. 3 Pokemon in one stream. Damn, Pickles. I need to go on a break more often. It's great for your Pokeluck. Say, did I close the window in my room? SP increased by 3. Politicians are struggling. But again, people have like incredibly terrible like expectations. Stuff from the shady commodity shop. Akechi was looking for me. Sure, I'll go with you, the jazz club. Happy to talk with you again. Isn't the jazz club nice? Like how not a lot of people really know about this place? Or does it look like I'm showing off? So there was a singer here today. It's really different hearing the real thing. It's delicious, it's well made. You're aware how I'm both a high school student and a detective. You must know I don't have much time for studying, but at times like these I can conveniently look up the class material online. It seems to put teachers in an awkward position though, doesn't it? Why teach us things we can just learn ourselves? Chat with Akechi for a while. That's more than I was expecting. I suppose the atmosphere of this place does that. Even aimless chatting can help you realize certain things. It wasn't a bad experience. Oh, leveled up his persona. Medium chance to bless instant kill everything. His max SP increased by 20. Jesus. Attended the jazz club. Glad I got a new book. Let's read it. Ashes piled upon bodies like snow. Girls being bullied by her own family members. Got time to read, let's keep going. I'm not fit to attend a ball. There's not much to it. But the other books were a lot more interesting. Tough to bear at first, but I'm glad things ended up well for the daughter. Even during tough times, she continued to enjoy life. I think that's so attractive. So the calling card is tomorrow. Today, open your textbooks. We'll be learning about trigonomic functions. Sine, cosine, and tangent. This is where a lot of people weren't able to keep up. Why would you panic just from seeing a graph? I don't get it. A complicated formula that gets condensed to a single line. Isn't it simple and elegant? All of them have distinct shapes that stimulate the imagination. VTuber, look at these graphs. The name for this graph, your hint is snails. S-car graph would be what I would probably guess, but I have no idea. We're looking it up. It was not S-car graph. Cochleoid. Don't you think it looks a bit like a snail shell? Kind of, but also no. There are many other graphs with amusing names. For example, the Devil's Curve is called that because it looks like a Chinese yo-yo called Diablo. Or Diabolo. There's nothing particularly diabolical about it otherwise, though. Yeah, I'm so smart. People think of math as an enemy like the devil, but there's research that suggests that people who excel at math have higher incomes. If you're shooting for a high salary, sometimes you need to be willing to fight demons. I feel like fighting demons would be easier than trying to understand graphs like that. Want to discuss something with you? Can I join you for lunch? Yeah, sure. Let's go to the roof. Starting to get rather cold. Sorry to bring you here. This is something I really oughtn't bring up around other people. Are you still planning to continue on as the Phantom Thieves? Why do you ask? Lately, I haven't been hearing any positive gossip about them. Fighting high school math demons sounds like a crazy way to get students to pay attention in math class. You know what? They do it, though. But she's been hearing bad rumors about us. Despite how much people cheered on your cause, even though they knew nothing about you or your friends, all they do now is speak ill of the Phantom Thieves. I know it's not my place to say this, considering I turned down your offer to join and all. But this change in attitude is simply awful. They're doing the exact same thing to you all that they did to me. Yet you're still going to keep at it. Why? I have something to take care of. Ah, I see. Yeah, don't worry about us. There isn't even 1 in a million chance that my Phantom Thieves could ever lose. I see. Well, I won't stop you. Ask a favor, or rather, could you promise me something? Once things settle down, I'd like you to join me somewhere so we can go have some fun together. Yeah, I look forward to it. She's looking forward to it too. Be careful out there. I plan to keep my other promise that I made you about physical training. Is tomorrow too sudden? Maybe we should train the day after tomorrow then. Another day would work better. I see. Ah, I haven't eaten yet. My giant lunch. Come on, VTuber, you need to eat too. No one wins a fight on an empty stomach, you know. Makoto. Got Futaba. Shinya. Hey, they're a troublemaker. And then she's like... What is she at? She's 8 going on 9, but she does get a new skill at 9. Yeah, so I could only level up her or Ryuji. I couldn't do both. At least not at the moment. Futaba time! Kana and I have been sending tons of emails back and forth. She wants to go back to school next year, but she might not have the money. As for me, I'm gonna go back. You've really matured. I've gained like 50 levels in the last few months, and it's all because of you. I mean, I sure hated elementary school, but I met Kana there, so maybe it wasn't all bad. Same goes for high school. Even if I hate it, I know something positive will come from it. But I still have to do the last item on my promise list. Be okay without you around. Honestly, I've been feeling kind of weird lately. My heart's been beating real fast when we're together. And even when we're apart, I can't stop thinking about you. You doing okay? Not at all. It's like I'm no-K. And then again, I feel good, too. Can I ask you a favor? It's a big one. Can we skip that last promise? And if you want. Good. Thanks for not getting mad at me. I just can't be okay without you around. Life doesn't feel the same as when you're not with me. I mean, or not like... Wait. Not that, but I don't know. You're always so nice to me, kind of like Sojiro is. It makes sense for him, though. He's basically my dad, but you don't have a reason like that. So why are you so nice? I just thought of a possibility. Am I the only one you treat like this? I should choose my words very carefully. Yes, I should. I'm already in a relationship with another girl. Well, it's because we're teammates. Yeah. Unfortunately, the responses if you say love are, I would like that if that's okay with you. Hello, is something wrong? Or Earth to Futaba, are you still alive? But yeah, we're teammates. Teammates. Right. Of course teammates would be nice to each other. It's so obvious. That's why... That's gotta be why my heart's always pounding so much. I know how much I care about my teammates, and you, my key item. From now on, I'm gonna devote every fiber of my being into supporting you guys. I feel a strong bond of trust with her. As I friend zone her. Emergency shift. It's gonna be great. Deuscain joined Futaba's party. We walk her home. There's something I wanted to ask you about. You talked earlier, you said I'm your teammate. You know, that's kind of vague. Could you be more specific? What kind of teammate am I to you? This one isn't in the listing. Probably because it gives the romance answer. You're a key item. So I fall into your most valuable items, huh? I didn't know I was that important to you. Good thing I'm your teammate. We got something special. No matter how far apart we are, our hearts will always be connected. No matter how far apart, so that means... Sorry, I spaced out. Yeah, we're gonna be great teammates. Anyway, time to make like a tree. Oh, honey. Tomorrow's the day. Once you send that calling card, there's no turning back. Finish your preparations tonight. Sorry, lady. I don't care enough. Exactly, Pickles. We're rubbing our hands together. Mischievously. I'm making an extra save, but we're just gonna do some training. Let's have some protein. Well, you can do this. Clear your mind and focus on your center. Don't give up. Push past your limits. You're getting used to it. Maybe we should push harder next time. You've gained strength. Max health by 5. Protein gives me 1. Boo. It's a terrible thing to do, but I can't gain SP, so... What's today the day? It kind of snuck up on me. I went to see him every night. How could he be gone? I feel so sick. There were still so many things I wanted to talk about with him. Why can't he stay forever? What am I supposed to do now? And you're a really serious case. Parents alone, he was popular with the girls. Who was popular with the girls? Oh, the doctor. Right. Last minute, could you come and see me during lunch? Sure. Oh, that's right. Today's your last day. Quite the sad affair. A farewell speech to give school at morning assembly, but I'd like to speak to you individually. Considering the occasion, lunch is on me. I have something special waiting for you, so look forward to it. See you later. He's leaving. It's been half a year. Sure went by fast. Good morning. As the Vice Principal's mentioned, today marks the end of my tenure at Shujin. Over the past several months, I've come to learn all sorts of conflicts that you students have faced this year. Troubles with romance, studies, in fact, maybe I have financial issues that are awfully similar to my own. Before I leave here, I want to offer you one final piece of counseling. If your situation ever becomes too painful to endure, remember, it's okay for you to escape your problem. I don't want a single one of you to think that's unfair reality forced onto you is the only one you have to live. What I'm trying to say is, even if your life is full of worries, it's best for you not to obsess over them. Your existence in this world is an amazing miracle. You deserve to spend your days in happiness. I'll keep on rooting for all of you to have the best lives possible, even after I'm long gone. I guess things don't always pan out as you expect. Well, that's it. Thank you for having me here this year. Good luck to you all. Oh, that heartbreaker. I might have thank him personally, but it may be best to hold off on that for a little bit later. I doubt we get a word in edgewise. Thank you for coming. My last meal at Shujin, I brought the best lunch ever. Tempura bowls are from a restaurant I've been curious about since I first came to school. I've always passed on it due to the price, but today's special. Not only that, I ordered the deluxe bowls. Thank you. I should be the one thanking you. Now let's eat. There are no words for how delicious this smells. It almost triggered my appetite. Too bad I can't see anything now because both of your glasses are all fogged up. Same here. Glad I splurged on that. Upscale dishes like that really do taste incredible. I wish I could get lost in this bliss forever. And now that we've finished our food, let's get down to business. I have quite big news. My paper is done. Congratulations. Mentioned this before, but still, this is truly thanks to you. As you not shared your experience and insights with me, the paper would never have been completed. I'm going to express my gratitude to you once more as a most helpful student of Shujin, and as a phantom thief as well. What do you mean? So you're not denying it? No, I'm playing dumb. Why don't you go look at the title of my paper over? Interpreting reality through the cognitive science and the alteration of reality via external influence. The Phantom Thief's act of changing hearts is rather reminiscent of cognitive science in practice. They infiltrate a reality that exists solely for their target, a reality wholly separate from the one the public recognizes. By accessing that world, they gain the means of permanently altering their target's cognition. That's what I hypothesize as being the change of heart you induce in your targets. I'm playing dumb. Should I take your silence to mean I'm correct? You could take my silence to mean I plead the fifth. To be entirely honest, it was all the way back in April when I first came to speak with the principal here about providing counseling to you students. I actually witnessed the moment when you came out of an individual's reality like I'd mentioned. You suddenly appeared in the back alley near the school. I believe Sakamoto and Takamaki-san were with you. Takamaki was extremely exhausted. Oh, he was in that scene. It wasn't long after that scene that Kamoshida had his change of heart. Beyond what I witnessed, I also had been told that you three were closely affiliated with Kamoshida in some way. At that point, I was already half convinced you were involved. That was almost certainly Kamoshida's change of heart was provoked by the three of you. What's your game here? Well, I've been researching cognitive science ever since I was a grad student. For years I've been attempting to directly interact with an individual's cognition so I can help address their pain and despair. But for certain reasons, this research has never been acknowledged in academia. Yeah, because it sounds fake. Despite that, I continually pursued evidence that my hypothesis is correct. It was during the time that I happened across the Phantom Thieves' hearts fresh from a mission. My heart began to dance. I thought to myself, maybe I could complete my research if I were to have your assistance. So I approached you and your friends in the first place. I hadn't mentioned any of this until now because, well, I don't want you to take it the wrong way and suspect my motives. But I think that's everything I've kept from you. Does that change your opinion of me? Well, we made a deal. I'm awfully grateful you see it that way. But see, you know, I have no intention of telling anyone. If you don't believe what I'm saying, you're free to change my heart as you'd like. Thanks to you, I finally know what I need to do. To stand up to our current reality, I'll use my research to make our world a better place. It'll be through different means than how the Phantom Thieves reform members of society. We all define justice differently. You have a strong moral compass, never losing sight of your definition of justice. I'm more grateful than ever to have met a young man like yourself. It's not like this is the last time we'll see each other, but thank you for everything up to this point. Is this the Blood Oath moment? This is the Blood Oath moment. Wings of Rebellion, ultimate secret of the Counselor granting the infinite power. Raises the SP recovered from mindfulness. Now confuse Vohu Mana, most powerful persona of the Counselor Arcana. I'm going to follow the path I believe in. I hope one day at the end of that path, I'll be able to aid you as well. Even if you just consider it meddling in your affairs. Looks like we're out of time. We'll meet again though, right? I'm sure of it. Best of luck to the both of us. See you around. Fan site's on fire as usual. Tomorrow's finally it. I hope everybody remembers. Did our plan? Of course you remember. We're sending out the calling card today. Today is our only option. The leads have yet to actually make a move. I'm certain we have reached our limits. We wanted to wait as long as possible to make Makoto's sister panic, right? Taking that into account, today would be the best option. We speak more in detail about this after school. See you at LeBlanc. Yeah, they literally won't let me take any other choice, because otherwise you can sequence break it. Boss said he reserved the place for us. We're free to drink as much coffee as we want. Ain't this place always empty? That's rude. Let's just call it a hidden gem. We're supposed to be discussing where we should send the calling card? Considering how big the hype's gotten, she'll probably just think it's a prank, won't she? I could always put it on Sai's desk. People will know me there. I could gain access easily. It's not a good idea. If you're the only one who can get in there, it can easily be traced back to you. I'll do it. I'll tell her it came for her in the mail. That would be the least risky method. No matter what she asks, I'll tell her I don't know anything. You're our leader? Should we leave the calling card up to Makoto? I trust her with it. I've already traversed far more dangerous ground than this. I'll leave it to you then. Thank you for agreeing to this. I need to step up my game as well to make up for it. We'll enter from the front to the courthouse. 6 o'clock in the evening work for everyone. Let's get ready for tomorrow. So who's watching us here? Tomorrow's finally the day. All that's left is to carry out the operation that Makoto outlined earlier. Now we just need to hand it over as long as we can get it to Nijima. Sigh, Nijima. Great sinner of jealousy, you've lost yourself amidst your obsession with success. For its sake, you are even willing to promote injustice as justice. From the Phantom Thieves. I found it in our mailbox. To think they would send me one. They brand me a criminal and plan to change my heart? What nonsense. They only care about disposing of those who are an inconvenience for them. Fine, I'll just have to catch them first. When you do that, you're going to interrogate them, right? In some kind of like underground room, was it? Why are you asking? I just remembered you mentioning something like that before. It'll be the special interrogation room underground. My time will be limited, but I'll do whatever it takes to make them divulge their secrets. Let's do this fair and square, she says, lying. I should probably get back. It's late, I should contact the director and let him know about this calling card. I expect things will calm down a little once this case is over. Once that happens, why don't we go on a trip to some hot springs, just the two of us. Since I'm on your side, I won't let anyone do anything to you. What an odd girl. You need to make a call? I'll head up to my room then. Sorry for calling so late. This is Nijima. There's something I need to inform you of. I received a calling card. It was addressed to me directly and... Stand by. You transferred the command of the investigation to someone else? Of course not. Yes, I understand. I'll remain on standby until further instructed. Please excuse me. Forget about going out tonight. We need to prepare for tomorrow. I believe it went well. Going to plan. Crow, go over the operation. Okay. We got about a minute left before the ad break. So actually, let's take the ad break now. And then we'll come back here as they go over the plan. Because it's a good place to do this. So I'll be back in a couple minutes, folks. Okay, we are back. Let's hop back in. Alright, so we're going to go over the plan with Crow. It's as we discussed earlier, is it not? This battle will decide our future. We have to ensure we're fully prepared beforehand. Our objective is stealing Sai's treasure. We're going to meet at the courthouse at 6 p.m. Want to give us one last word before we go, leader? Let's go all out. Be relying on you. What a wonderful, trusting relationship. I will do my best in this as well. Can't afford any mistakes this time, especially since we know Crow is a murderer. Tomorrow's a big day for us, so let's give it our all. Yeah, everybody's just kind of being very tongue-in-cheek and secretive about stuff. Kind of love it. I can make 12. Made even more than expected. Doing fine for Molotov cocktails. Make some curse bombs because I don't know a lot of people who can use that. And let's spend the rest of it on freeze spray because no one in the party uses that. So I don't use Deuscain. Alright, last hour of stream and we're going after the palace ruler. Things are gonna get messy real fast. Days come, are you prepared? What are the calling card? I showed it to her, she took it from my very own hands. Understand how you must feel, but you mustn't be so downtrodden. If we screw this up, we're done for. It's way more than losing the place we belong, we can even lose our lives. Be alright, I want to save my sister no matter what. Everyone's decided? All's well that ends well. So much happened since we first started, you guys have become quite the reliable team. Alright, Joker, this is our final heist. Give us the signal. I don't want Ryuji in the party. Put Haru in. She's solid. Yep, it's just straight ahead. Where's the treasure? You came just as I planned. Treasure put on here was displayed to lure us. That's why we could faintly see its shape. First off, allow me to compliment you. I never expected you would be able to make it this far. We would much rather have the treasure than your words of praise. Where did you hide it? Come, we'll put an end to this once and for all. There she is. What kind of game will it be this time? No matter what you bring out, we will emerge victorious. Making a grave mistake if you think you have me cornered. God, that's still a hot outfit. I only guided you here because this place allows me to fight to my heart's content. Gonna play some games? Have fun, Pickles. Thanks for stopping by as always. My father died in the line of duty. I hated his killer from the bottom of my heart. Dying to uphold justice sounds virtuous, but the ones left behind have to clean up the mess. Can you imagine the hardships I had to endure? Perhaps I overestimated her. I thought her reasoning would have been more noble somehow. I also agree about the outfit. Yeah. She's lost control. This is wrong. Justice cannot yield to evil. I must win no matter what. This is nothing more than self-righteousness. All we need to do is determine who is right is battle. Such a brute strength is simply uncalled for on this stage. You're right, Ryuji. Everyone be on alert. Let's do it. All right. She doesn't care about wind. She doesn't care about nuke. She unsurprisingly doesn't care about Psy. How's Omega damage do? Nothing. She's taking no damage. Roulette time. Bet HP. Play a game of roulette, the stakes will be our lives. Acts of violence are forbidden here, we must follow the rules. Not gonna follow the rules, planned by me. Troublesome people must face the penalty. Oh. That was the worst person to do that to. Give Joker some barriers. You will predict which pocket the ball will fall into. Our first round, where will you place your bet? She's gonna try and cheat, but if we bring that up, she'll just ignore us. Go along with the game for now and try and get evidence on her methods of cheating. Predict which pocket the ball will fall into right before your turn begins. Various bonuses will be applied to enemies or your allies depending on the outcome. Greater bonuses will be given for more difficult predictions. Carefully consider the flow of battle when determining where you place your bet. Safe for low return, high risk bet. So she healed. Keep watching, there's something going on here. We're betting money now. Medium HP to all allies. And I'm not seeing anything visually on the screen, so let's do a safer low risk bet. I mean, she's got red markers pulsating behind her. Now it's black markers. I noticed it kind of like popped when she was... Yeah, she's throwing it to the opposite of whatever we choose. Congrats on the Graveler, Pickles. So it's something she's doing. Still betting money. Bet red last time. Keep watching her. There's got to be something not right going on. Still betting money. She's holding out her arm. She's looks like she's like checking her watch. This is like whatever we're picking, she's flipping the opposite up. We're getting it, but she's not giving it to us. That's, yeah, it's still outside of our range. I'll say yes. How's she doing it? There's a glass lid. Ball floated for a split second. Have someone snipe the pocket when that glass lid appears. You're in charge of choosing who's going to be the sniper. Okay, so it literally is that there's like a glass lid that flips it. Bet SP. Ooh, that's one I don't want to mess up. Risky high return bet. Was that about fair and square? You were totally cheating. You coward, what are you quiet for? Say something. Oh, hello. Cheating, unfair silence. This is my world. I am the law, I'm everything. No one in this world deserves to win except for me. You still dare to defy my justice? Then prepare to be totally crushed. That's my sister's true nature? No. Normal fight time. Roulette panels changed. She's more powerful than before. Don't underestimate her. Let's keep Joker safe. She doesn't care about curse. But this is like elemental weakness that she has. So psi damage. Restores health to people. Okay, less damage, she's resisting. Nicely done. So she's repelling some things. She doesn't care about lightning. Doesn't care about ice. So it's fire and physical. Psy, Leviathan, Nejima. So Nuke is the only thing she doesn't reduce or reflect. Jesus. Medium HP to allies. Sure, let's bounce the spell back at her. Almighty damage should do full. She blocks it. Gotta keep Anne alive, might as well. She's unnecessarily strong. Active support. Still resisting. Alright. Man, she is just unnecessarily tanky. Ice. Is anybody actually weak to ice? I don't think so. Oh, whenever she changes her element. Oh. So she'll snipe the one person who actually has a chance of taking her down. There's a catchy. No matter what happens here, she has to keep winning. Increase allies' defense. I missed with the gun. He always needs to use Almighty because there's no reason not to. God, she's so hard to do any damage to. He's really the only one that's doing any decent damage. Haru's bad. On, lady. Give me something to work with here. Roulette time. Active support. Charged up and focused. Good damage. Let's boost defense. Almost 400 damage. Nice. Oh, that's almighty, isn't it? I'm right, I'm always right. That's why I have to be the victor. All who stand in my way will be crushed. Oh, she's finally taking normal damage. Jesus. Reflects physical attacks. Joker will do that on his own. Let's bounce it back from herself. Alright. Haru took her down. Bunch of levels for basically everybody. New skill on Ryuji. Medium electric to one foe. Increases accuracy and evasion for all enemies. I think that's more useful than a lot of other things. So I've lost. She's only a shadow. Why are you so... We'll go grab the treasure. Oh, she finally noticed. I don't think it's wrong to bring light to the evils which can't be judged by law. That's all the Phantom Thieves have been trying to do. With these aggressive investigations, twisting the truth for your own personal gain? Please, you have to think back to the feelings you had when you first wanted to be a prosecutor. Think about your justice. Try to remember how you used to be. Nijima, she's just like my father. What caused them all to change like this? Even though their own desires were the cause, succumbing to such distorted thoughts is strange. Is there another reason they don't know of? The investigation will now be able to proceed. The suspicions against you will be lifted as well. This decision we made was a great experience for me. The deal we made was a great experience. Think that I, a detective, would act along the Phantom Thieves. Any chance you want to continue that? By no means. This shall be the end of our working together. That was part of our promise. You haven't forgotten, have you? Alright, we don't need to stay here any longer. Are you alright, Makoto? I am. Let's go. Enemy readings, when did they? They're gathering outside. For real, what the hell's going on? Look at those numbers. This doesn't look good. We defeated the palace ruler and even stole the treasure, yet the shadows are still restless. It doesn't make sense what's going on here. More coming. This will be dangerous if we don't do something. Where do you go now? Those guys in black suits are almost here. We'll be done for if we get surrounded. A team this large will be discovered immediately. We'd best split up for our escape. We need someone to act as a decoy. Yeah, that's too dangerous. I'll do it. You're planning on distracting them by yourself? This is the beginning of the game. Let him do it, Queen. He's quiet, but once his mind's made up, he's not going to take no for an answer. I'm sure you ain't going to die. It's you we're talking about here. But don't do anything reckless. I'll never forgive you if you don't make it back. We still haven't fulfilled our deal, remember? Even more are coming. This is truly a painful, reluctant parting. You'd best hurry. We'll see you later. And it's literally the beginning of the story. So these aren't even real people, these are shadows. Because this isn't a casino, it's a courtroom. Or a courthouse. Oh, it's a boss I have to fight solo. Ooh, Arsenine! Another you that exists within. Ah, we meet once again. You progressed well through your reflections. Last spring you awakened to this furious power. Now use that power and defeat the enemies before you. Yeah, one turn. Your fate will soon be determined. Recall everything and remember the bonds you forged with your friends. If you are fated to continue past this point, we shall surely meet again. And she's gonna show up here. Security level might rise if you take too much time. Looking for another route. Look up. And Kasumi's gonna show up here. Did we ever get a code name for her? I don't think we did. She's like a shotgun? Oh, she's using like a Winchester. A weak self relied on you so much. That ends today. Been a while since we last fought side by side. This time it's my turn to come to your aid. Purple blade. Yeah, that'll do it. I'm actually gonna get her cancel or her finisher. I didn't get it last time. Nice. I think that's the last of them. I have no clue what happened, but I take it you're okay. Enemy backup's headed your way. Do you need to book it now? Go. I'm gonna make it harder for them to track you down. You still have something you need to do as a phantom thief, right? Since I'm not a member of the thieves, I'm in no position to interfere. However, don't forget the promise we made. And he's gonna get caught. Which was probably the idea the whole time. But again, they're not real people, they're shadows. Oh, I actually spoke. But the police are here, and they're in the cognitive universe. Because he left the cognitive universe and went, no, he can't have, because he's still in his gear as Joker. So he still hasn't left the metaverse, because otherwise he would have changed back.
むなら仲間を恨め。お前は売られたんだ。容疑者現任。現行犯逮捕。
Which is why he's being photographed in his school uniform, not his metaverse clothes, because he would have changed. Saving is highly suggested as the story will progress greatly soon. Would you like to save now? You know what? I think that is probably a great time to finish it because we've got about 10 minutes left in stream, and I think that's a great place to start next time. So, alright everybody, I am going to get a raid going. Let's see if we can find somebody tonight. Somebody's doing a donathon. A couple people doing donathons. Let's see. Repo. Monster Hunter. There's a couple people I can jump to without doing anything too crazy and like going to places that have like 500 viewers, because I don't like doing that. Let's see. You know what? Let's jump to my friend Iris. She's always good for a fun time. She's playing Dark Souls 2 tonight, looks like. But thank you all for joining me. I hope you had a wonderful time. I'm going to share the raid message here. You can copy this when we jump on in. But I hope everybody has a good rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever it is in your part of the world. Take care of yourselves. Reminder, I do have all of my links on socials here. You can join the Discord at this link. And while I am slowly rebuilding content to put up on YouTube, a bunch of old clips and VODs and things are up there already. So there is a ton of content to watch if you want to check something out. But until then, thank you, everybody. And I will see you later on Wednesday when we continue the story. Bye-bye.